Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the weeks of March 4th through the 18th, 2019. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they bring you some clarity. Those of you that would like to reach me for a personal or private reading, you can email. Did I just say that? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I started daydreaming, focusing on the cards. Well, I was saying, just in case I didn't say it, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com, and that information is in the description box. If you want to reach me for a phone reading, remember I'm only available when I post the YouTube notification about that. If you don't see my video posted saying that I'm taking calls, then I'm currently unavailable. I feel like I have to explain that you won't always be able to get through. You could try. But if you don't get through, your money can stay in the account, or you can ask for a refund. But God, that's a lot to talk about through every video, so spread the word. Okay, so central issue, heart of the matter, we have strength, 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords, Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, Temperance, Knight of Swords. Okay, so somebody is wounded. Somebody's feelings were hurt. Someone cut a deep wound. Someone hit below the belt. Someone triggered someone's abandonment issues, someone's trust issues. Someone has been going through some sort of anxieties. And I feel like somebody has been in very complicated relationships. And it's just like, I don't understand why things don't work out, or why I'm having such a hard time with this person. I feel like just giving up. I need to leave this. I need to walk away. I feel like something's going on where you guys have been bickering, fighting, blaming the other person, and intentionally hurting each other's feelings. Like somebody is deeply wounded, and they might be putting on a strong face, like if they weren't hurt, but they are. I don't know if you hurt someone or if they hurt you. Even if it wasn't nothing that was said, but it's more so someone is hurt because of the distance. Someone is hurt because they aren't being pursued. And someone might be trying to intentionally press someone's buttons in order to get some sort of attention, but they still are not getting that. So someone is feeling defeated. They're like, I'm so hurt by this. I'm so hurt. And I feel like someone is kind of like, I'm not that person. I don't cry. I'm a strong person. But in actuality, you do hurt and you do cry. I feel too, somebody has been holding in a lot of pain from their past. And now I do get that there's one person that you can go to for comfort. There is one person in particular who you feel you can trust and open up to and share all this information with. This person might be more so a friend rather than a love interest, though. But there's someone who knows everything that you've been through. Those of you that are absolutely single, I still feel like sometimes you're wounded. And ask yourself, what did I do to deserve this? Because you're like, I'm a good person, but I'm not connecting with the right people. Why is that? There's probably a part of you that still needs healing. There's also probably, you probably need to allow yourself to be vulnerable or open to receive. I feel too like you keep attracting people who are also very guarded, like they're reflections of you. So everybody you come in contact with that you're attracted to, you guys are both sending out that defensive energy and is refusing to open up and just allow yourself to just be emotional with one another. You know, no one wants to say, I'm into you. It's like you have to say it first. No, you say it first. And I feel like Aries had a similar message where there is just like competitive energy. Even if you're already in a relationship, something's going on where you guys are just kind of very competitive and refusing to hear the other person or acknowledge the other person's needs. So, you know, everything is just kind of one-sided and no one can see because they're blinded by their own ego. Now, you could be dealing with Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I feel like you're going to take a time out. Someone needs a time out. If you're in a relationship and you've been bickering and fighting, I feel like you guys are going to need to take a break from one another. And once you guys feel better, someone is going to come and start opening up with how they feel. But it's just kind of like baby steps here. They might not do like a grand gesture of, you know, showing how they feel. It might be something like, I'll go pick that up for you. And that's their way of kind of like saying, I'm sorry. I'll do this for you. Don't worry about it. Instead of just outright saying, hey, I was wrong, or things didn't go so well. You know, instead of just being straightforward with that, it's just like a little gesture that says, I'm sorry. If you are looking to date, you're wanting to date people, I feel like you might miss the opportunity. Matter of fact, I feel like there is someone that you are connecting with on an intellectual level, where it's basically telepathic, like the both of you feel a connection, but you guys are both afraid to open up because you feel like you're going to be rejected. Like everything you feel, they feel. And so it's like, I'll kind of put this out there and see if I get a response. If I don't get a response, then fuck them then. I don't want to deal with them. You know, you become extremely defensive. So I feel like that's happening on both ends though, but you guys do have some sort of telepathic connection, and you guys are fighting that connection. There's a need to heal. I feel like too, when you do communicate, it's telepathically. Like instead of just outright vocalizing that you're sorry or that you want to get to know this person, you're sending and exchanging messages through dreams or through thoughts, which can go under the radar. It's very cold, this connection that you have with this person. If you guys could have the chance to have a conversation, it would be very deep. You guys would both be talking about very spiritual things. You guys would be talking about things like UFOs and aliens and conspiracy theories. It's like you've only seen the tip of the iceberg. But, you know, there needs to be a compromise between you two, because right now you guys are just way too distant from one another. You guys just keep sending messages. If you guys are sending messages towards one another through social media, it's again messages that kind of just say, this message is really for you, but I'm not going to outright say it. You guys are having to read between the lines a lot. So that is why it's having such a hard time. You guys are having such a hard time connecting here. I'm seeing somebody who is in a codependent relationship. So let's say it's someone more so like a love interest, and you guys know that there's a connection, but you can't really be together, because I also see Strength card as someone who is resisting temptation. And a lot of times it's because that person is in some sort of codependent relationship. Maybe it's for money, maybe it's for sex, maybe it's for living conditions. I don't know, but there's a codependent relationship going on right now. Someone is in a relationship that's more fear-based or more materialistic based, as opposed to spiritual and emotional. Somebody is using the other person for their needs. This is a one-sided selfish relationship. If you are a spiritual person in this type of relationship, this person is coming off as a vampire, a spiritual vampire, emotional vampire. They're feeding off of you. You're like their host. And, you know, they're just like a virus. And they're draining and depleting you of all your energy. Now, really quickly, those of you that are not dealing with anyone and you have been feeling tired a lot and feeling like you need to rest a lot, be careful, because there could be people with ill intentions that are depleting you of all your spiritual energy. So you may need to rest or protect yourself. You could, if you might need spiritual baths. You might need to meditate to heal. You know, there are different ways that you can try to heal yourself, but be careful of that, because I do feel like somebody is draining you of all your energy. Now, also, I feel like some of you are maybe involved with someone who has a codependency. So someone who could be an alcoholic, especially being next to the cups here. So, you know, someone who needs their alcohol. They can't function without having that alcohol in their system. Someone who can't function without smoking cigarettes, or who can't function without sex. You know, somebody is very dependent on something that's very material. And you might be involved with this type of energy. This is also someone who may be holding you back. Now, also, you could be in an environment that's kind of toxic, or dealing with people who are just kind of vibrating from a lower frequency. And if you're having some sort of spiritual awakening and you find yourself surrounded by these type of people, you might feel like you need to take your space from time to time. Now, I do also see the possibility of you dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, because we have Earth coming out. And yes, I know the devil represents Capricorn. I know that. But a lot of times for me, this is like the negative side of a Capricorn, or the negative side of, yeah, it's just showing the negative side, because there are other cards that can represent Capricorn. But when it shows this one as a Capricorn, this is someone that's going through something. This is also someone who may be very controlling, and you might be feeding into this person's energy, just catering to this person. Some of you may have some sort of karmic debt to this person, and so you're constantly having to, maybe you're staying in a relationship because you're like, I just feel like I'm supposed to be in this relationship. And so you are constantly catering to them. And some people do have this in their birth chart. Those of you that study astrology, Something I read one time, like if this is astrology talk, if the sixth lord and the seventh lord are the same and they're in the ascendant, it could represent that you have some sort of karmic debt to your significant other. So yeah, some of you are feeling like you have to repay this debt, or you have to stay in this relationship because it's your duty. Now I feel though, to an extent, yes, you know, you're living out your karmic debt, but I also feel like once you become aware of that you have the opportunity to let it go, because now you understand why you had to go through the things that you've gone through. So you don't have to stay in this relationship. I'm getting like emotional abuse too for some of you. Now, some of you feel like, whether you realize it or not, you might feel the need to nurture this person. Like, you might not realize that you feed off of their neediness and have an addiction to that. Like, you like feeling needed. Like, that is love to you, for you to feel like you're getting ready, you're a nurturing person. So for some of you, you could be dealing with that too. Now, I'm seeing something in regards to someone being in your home that is no good, or it's like a lower energy. I almost want to say, get that person out of your home. I don't know who this person is. I don't know if it's a roommate or if it's a guest, a family member, but I almost feel like get that energy out of your home, because someone is bringing down the energy in your home. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I think you didn't realize it either. You need to confront them. You need to let that person know that they need to leave. If they're refusing to leave, then you need to find a new place. However you can figure that out. There's something that needs to be done, because I don't think you realize that this person is like I don't want to call him a demon, but it is like a demonic energy in the home. Without sounding super scary, I just mean it's someone who is just stuck in a low state. Like, say for instance, they're not there. It's just you, and you feel so happy. You feel, relaxed. And the minute they come in, even if you didn't hear the door open, your mood just starts shifting, and you're like, oh, what's wrong? And it's just like, next thing you know, they're like, I'm in a house, and it's just like, oh, I knew something was wrong. And all of a sudden you just start feeling negative and weird and stuff. So I just kind of feel like something in regards to that is going on. I'm also getting something in regards to temptation. Somebody may go all the way with another person, and then this person goes and ignores you after that. I feel like someone's going into isolation or going into hiding, trying to avoid some negative energy or trying to avoid a situation, period. Now, every time I see this card too, it reminds me of someone kind of lurking out from the shadows of somewhere. If you're in a relationship, I almost feel like your partner wants to know what's wrong with you, because you've been withholding a secret, a dark secret from this person. So either you are the one withholding some sort of deep, dark secret, like you've done something that you wish you could tell your partner about, but you can't. Or this is the other way around. Your partner is doing this to you. They've become introverted and distant, and that may be because of something that they have done that they don't want to share. Yeah. Someone is trying to find out what you've been doing. Yeah, someone is snooping around and trying to figure out what you've been doing. Okay, so that is all that I have for Taurus. I hope that resonated. Please feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and many blessings to you.